diagonal, it is passing through center of the body. Previous one face diagonal. Face diagonal means the line which is passing through center of the face. If any line is passing through center of the face, that is face diagonal. A line is passing through center of the body, hence body diagonal. Same explanation. Let radius of the sphere is R, and R. This body diagonals represent as B. So just for making the shortcut formula, both face diagonal and body diagonal are represented as a B. Now here, one more small triangle we have to consider. This is one edge length A. This is edge length A. According to Pythagoras theorem, here it is root 2A. Now this is the main triangle A, B, C. Main triangle ABC. This is BCD. So this is the main triangle ABC. So in BCD also you have to apply the Pythagoras theorem. Therefore, this BC hypotenuse value is root 2A. Same explanation. Let first of all you have to write down what is meant by R, what is meant by A. Let R is the radius of the sphere. Let same explanation. Let R is the radius of the sphere and A is the edge length. A is the edge length. R is the radius of the sphere. A is the edge length. Now, from triangle ABC, right angle triangle, AB square equal to what? BC square plus AC square or CA square. So this is also one edge. Edge length is denoted by A. This is also one edge. Total 12 edges are there. AB square. This AB is nothing but represented by B. This AB is body diagonal represented by B. Therefore, in case of AB, B square equal to BC square what? Root 2A whole square plus AC square what? A square. Therefore, B square equal to 2A square plus A square, that equal to 3A square. Or B equal to root 3A. So this is important formula for objective exam, where B stands for body diagonal. So very important. So sometimes in objective exam, edge length they will give and they will ask body diagonal. Given edge length just multiplied by root 3A. Just like this BCC in previous case FCC face diagonal we got. Face diagonal formula root 2A. Body diagonal formula root 3A. Now again from the diagram, or figure, this B value equal to how many R's? 4 R's. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from the figure B equal to R plus R plus R plus R, that equal to 4R. So therefore B equal to 4R. So it is equation number 2. From 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, left hand sides are same, hence compare right hand side. 4R equal to root 3A. In all the derivations, my advice is, first of all you have to separate edge length A. Why we have to separate edge length A? We have to calculate total volume of unit cell. That sequence you should remember. After comparison, immediately you have to separate edge length A. For what purpose we have to separate edge length A? In order to calculate total volume of unit cell. For R, A equal to 4R by root 3. A equal to 4R by root 3. This is another shortcut formula for objective exam. Sometimes in objective exam, radius of the sphere they will give and edge length they will ask. Or vice versa. Edge length they will give and they will ask radius. This is edge length. After separating edge length, immediately you should calculate total volume of unit cell. Therefore, total volume of unit cell. Always you should remember that whatever may be the type of unit cell, volume of unit cell is fixed A cube, because it is the cubic unit cell, cube shape. A cube, that equal to 4R by root 3 whole cube. 4 cube means 64. 4 into 4 into 4, 64 r cube by root 3 whole cube, 3 root 3. Because root 3 into root 3, 3 and root 3 extra, 3 root 3. This is volume of unit cell. Now, in the beginning we practiced in BCC how many particles are present per unit cell? 2 particles. So in FCC per unit cell 4, in BCC per unit cell 2. Now, since number of particles are nothing but spheres, number of particles per unit cell of BCC equal to 2. So 2 particles, 2 spheres. Now these 2 spheres occupies how much volume? Therefore, volume occupied by 2 spheres. Volume occupied by 2 spheres equal to 2 into volume of each sphere is what? 4 by 3 pi r cube. Since volume of each sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of each sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. 2 spheres are there. 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, that equal to 2 into 4, 8. 8 by 3 pi r cube. Now, total volume we are having. In the total volume, this much volume only occupied. Therefore, packing efficiency equal to here you have write down the formula. Volume occupied by 2 spheres. Volume occupied by 2 spheres by total volume of unit cell packing efficiency means percentage into 100. So in the total volume, some volume is occupied by the 2 spheres. Therefore, packing efficiency means into 100. Volume occupied by 2 spheres how much? 8 by 3 pi r cube by total volume of unit cell. Now only last step we wrote. Total volume of unit cell, how we got? Actually 4r equal to root 3a, or a equal to 4r by root 3. A cube means 64. So according to the because here this step is I erased. So 4r equal to body diagonal root 3a. Therefore a equal to 4r by root 3. A cube equal to 64r cube by 3 root 3. Therefore total volume of unit cell what? 64 r cube by 3 root 3 into 100. Into 100. Now 3 gets cancelled. R cube also gets cancelled. Therefore that equal to 8 pi into root 3 comes to the numerator part, root 3. So 8 pi r cube gets cancelled, 3 gets cancelled, root 3 comes to the numerator part by 64 into 100. Therefore here how many times? 8 times. Therefore root 3 pi by 8 into 100. Root 3 pi by 8 into 100. If you are calculating root 3 pi by 8 value, root 3 1.732, pi 3.14 by 8, if you are calculating, you will get 0.68 into 100. 0.68 into 100 means 68%. Therefore in BCC, packing efficiency is 68%. Packing efficiency 68% means only 68% space is occupied by the particles. Remaining 32% is empty space. Empty means voids. If they are asking what is the packing fraction value, packing fraction means 0.68. Here you should remember note. Note 1. Packing efficiency of BCC is 68%. That values also you should remember. Time will be saved. Sometimes in objective exam, what is the packing efficiency of BCC, FCC, like that they will frame. Directly you should remember. FCC means 74. BCC means 68. Packing efficiency of BCC 68%. That is 68% space is occupied by the particles. Occupied by the constituent particles, nothing but spheres, and remaining 32% space is empty. 32% space is empty. Empty is nothing but voids. Next, note 2. Packing fraction. Packing fraction means that 68 by 100. 68 by 100 means 0.68. 68 by 100, 0.68. Packing fraction is 0.68. Packing efficiency 68%. So this is about packing efficiency of BCC. And the last one, it is very easy derivation. Packing efficiency of simple cube. Third derivation. So this derivation also very, very important. Derivation of packing efficiency of simple cubic lattice, SC. SC means simple cubic. Simple cubic. Again we have to draw the diagram. So all these are cube shape. So in simple cube, constant particle is located only at corners. Actually here we should consider 8 corners. For derivation purpose, any 2 corners enough. Hence, I am considering these 2 corners. Constant particles are nothing but spheres. That sphere should contact with each other. Again same explanation. Radius of each sphere is R. This is edge length A. In case of BCC, body diagonal term came. In case of FCC, face diagonal term came. Here no face diagonal, no body diagonal. Why? Particles are not present at center of the face. Particles are not present at center of the body. If they are present at center of the face, we are having face diagonal. If they are present at center of the body, we are having body diagonal. Here constant particle is located at only corners. Hence, no question of face diagonal and body diagonal. Same explanation. Let R is the radius of the sphere. Radius of the sphere. And A is edge length. A is edge length. So from the diagram, from the figure, A equal to, here this is called one edge length, like the 12 edge lengths. This is second edge, third edge, like that. This is also one edge. This is also one edge. From the figure, edge length A equal to 2R. Directly here we got the edge length A. Sometimes in objective exam, for simple cube, radius of the sphere they will give and they will ask edge length, or vice versa. Edge length they will give and they will ask radius. Here we separated the edge length. From the edge length, next step what? Volume. Therefore, total volume of unit cell, whatever may be the type of unit cell, whether it is a simple cube or BCC or FCC, all are cube shape. Volume of cube is a cube. Therefore, 2R whole cube. 2R whole cube is 8R cube. Now, number of particles, same sequence. Particles are nothing but spheres. Number of particles per unit cell of simple cube is 1. That means one sphere is there. So in the beginning we taught number of particles present per unit cell of simple cube is 1, BCC 2, FCC 4. Therefore, volume occupied by one sphere. So volume occupied by one sphere, what volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Next step is packing efficiency formula. Therefore, packing efficiency equal to what is the formula? Volume occupied by one sphere. In simple cube, one sphere is there. Volume occupied by one sphere by total volume of unit cell into 100. Volume occupied by one sphere is what? 4 by 3 pi r cube by total volume of unit cell 8 r cube. 8 r cube into 100. R cube gets cancelled. R cube gets cancelled. Therefore, 4 by 3 into 8 into 100. How many times? 2 times. Pi by 6. 3 into 2, 6. So 4 cancellation 2 times. 3 into 2, 6 into 100. So if you are calculating pi by 6 value, pi means 22 by 7 or 3.14 by 6, you will get 0.524 into 100. 0.524 into 100 means 52.4 percentage. 52.4 percentage. This value is known as packing fraction. This value is known as packing fraction. This is known as 52.4 percentage. So packing efficiency 52.4 percentage means remaining 47.6 percentage is empty space, nothing but voids. Note, packing efficiency of simple cube is 52.4 percentage. That means otherwise 52.4 percentage space is occupied by the constituent particles, nothing but spheres, and remaining 100 minus 52.4, 47.6. 100 minus 52.4, that means 47.6. Space is empty. Empty means voids. Next, packing fraction of simple cube is, packing fraction is 52.4 by 100, that means 0.524. So this is about packing efficiencies of simple cube, BCC, FCC. Very, very important that today only itself you should practice all these 3 derivations. Very, very important. So lastly, I will write one note point. Order of efficiencies of simple cube, BCC, FCC. So FCC, another name CCP, next BCC and simple cube. FCC efficiency how much? 74 percentage. BCC 68 percentage. This 52.4 percentage. Therefore, highest efficiency goes to FCC. That means FCC is more efficient. That means more close packing. Whenever efficiency is more, close packing is more. Therefore, order of efficiency is FCC, nothing but CCP. FCC and HCP equally efficient. HCP also 74 percentage. Anyhow, HCP derivation not in our syllabus. Highest efficiency goes to FCC or HCP. Next BCC. Next simple cube. Order of efficiency. Most efficient is FCC and HCP. Least efficient is simple cube. So this is most efficient. Most efficient close packing. So empty space is less. Empty space or voids is less. So this is about packing efficiency of simple cube, BCC and FCC. Very, very important, these three derivations. Every year in final PU exam, question number 27 is based on packing efficiency. Today itself you should practice, then it is very, very easy. Just like a mathematical derivation. Remaining in next class we will continue. Thank you.